How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing
Doing
well.
good.
Doing
Doing
good.
good.
Doing good.
Just getting I had a computer die on me today, right before the show started.
Mine
So
too.
re- rest in peace, MacBook Pro 2019.
No.
And if you've never had to moving, you think moving out of a house is the only thing worse than moving the damn software over from one thing to another.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yes, sir.
So the reason I say that modern women are lazy daters, it's because of what's your name? Cam.
Mhm. Yes,
How old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 26.
Okay, you are pretty much at what we consider the peak of your SMV. Okay,
Mhm.
that's a 24 to 26-year-old woman. 25 is really the spot. That's worldwide. Okay, so it's like you just signed a franchise contract for hundreds of millions of dollars and you don't get it. You don't get it because you have virtually unlimited short-term options.
Right.
What you don't have, and no woman has, is unlimited long-term options. Women judge the sexual marketplace based upon their level of hotness and if they can get sex. This is why you have Larsa Pippins at 47 years old in the news acting like someone cares what her damn near half 100-year-old ass is saying. But then you have my show, Shoot Your Shot, and you see all of these pretty, beautiful, and or gorgeous women fumbling because across the board, you guys have never had to learn
Right.
how. But the problem is you were born into the time of feminism and equality
Hmm.
to where men uh, have been told you can't approach. You shouldn't approach. I mean, I'm the notion of cold approaching. I used to kind of get upset with guys about not cold approaching, but now we're living in the B2 era. How do you do it? And it's funny, the fish are trying to tell us how to catch you, and you can't even bait a hook. So, like I did that one video, how to make, and what made me call is because I believe you were the one that said, I send choosing signals by talking to the bartender and things like
And
that,
other
right?
things. But yes, that was the
That
main thing.
is so not a choosing signal.
I know it's not. It's not.
It is
It's not.
not a choosing signal. And the thing is, women think that's a choosing signal. Just like men have been told be nice guys and providers and you know easy to talk to and emotional, and that doesn't get you the woman. A choosing signal is overt sensuality. I mean, overt sensuality, not overt sensuality, overt femininity mixed with sensuality and understated sexuality. When Amira said something, you guys blew right past it. She said, moving your hair behind your ear. That's exposing an erogenous zone, which is the neck. It's also putting, if you apply perfume correctly, it's allowing the perfume that should be on your neck and the hair mist that should be in your hair to be jostled in the air to where it hits our first sense to develop outside the womb, the sense of smell. We smell it, we look, we see exposed neck, we want to bite. Signal chosen. And she said it, and she said it in such a way, y'all just went right on past it. I'm like, there it is. That's it right there. It's how a woman turns her body position. It's not your shoulders rolled forward. It's your shoulders back, your neck exposed, your throat up, your chest, your legs crossed with your knees pointed towards him. It's all the non-verbal cues that are choosing signals to affirm that you want us to come. And many modern women today focus on the verbal. And if they can't get the verbal, they focus on the what I would consider to be the excessive, the peacocking, and that's not what really gets men because most men aren't like me. I'm an extrovert. I love the stage. That's my shit. Most people are introverts. They're like, oh, she may be talking to the bartender and this and that. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. Too much. Too much. We would much rather have the woman that looks up, make eye contact, look back down, glance back up, and put her hair behind her ear and go back to reading a book. That's the one we want. That's the one most guys want. Because she just said, "Come on over here." So, does that make sense, Cam?
Yes, and I actually do understand what you're saying because I have that experience as well when I'm reading a book. Guys still do talk to me. Definitely. I have a question for you if you don't mind answering. Maybe this is more so personal. So, how do you feel about like women kind of like overcompensating? So, let's say they understand like that the guy that they're interested in is also interested in them. So, how do you feel about women just like kind of doing the most, basically, quote unquote, like doing everything?
How are you judging doing the most based upon what women think or what men think?
Well, men, yeah.
Well, I think women judge doing the most by how it's going to appear to be other women. Doing the most, I don't know many men would say that you're doing the most. I think many women would say you're being a pick-me.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If you can focus on this, ego. Stroke our ego, feed our ego, make our ego feel good. Who wants? Have you ever? Let me give you a different example. Have you ever owned a dog before?
Yeah, when I was younger.
Did it like to be pet on the stomach?
Yes.
Did it know where it liked to be pet?
Definitely.
Did it know how to tell you in canine, pet me here?
Mm-hmm.
Did it ever tell you this is enough? Stop petting. I'm done.
Never.
That's because there's no such thing as doing the most when something you like.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right. All right.
That's all I needed. I'll just keep it like that.
If you try to stop petting a dog where he likes it, he will be like, hey. You got to tell him.
Okay. I like to do the most. It's fun.
Well, think about it. The way people don't want you to do the most is women who do the least.
That's
because
exactly
you make it hard on them because they got to do something.
Yeah. That's
true. All right, guys. I kind of just wanted to throw that in there because I heard some things and I was like, let me kind of focus on these two things so maybe it can kind of help you guys move the conversation in a way to where we want the choosing signals. As a matter of fact, the very men that you would likely have the best relationship with are the introverts.